Hey guys, Fan Addict here. Just wanted to let you guys know I apologize for not having videos for quite a while. Just other stuff happened. But I want to let you guys know I have been up to some cool stuff the past little while. One of the things I really wanted to show you guys is if you see on my shoulder here, I'm a pretty big Lord of the Rings fan, and as mentioned previously, I like miniature war games, and one of my favorites is it's called Lord of the Rings Tradable Miniatures game. It's made by Sabertooth Games a long time ago. It's a defunct company out of print game now. But it's sort of similar to almost like HeroClix. You have all the stats and stuff for the models printed around the base. Keep track of their health and wounds, all that kind of stuff. But anyway, I built a... I was going to say to scale, but it's not really to scale. But it's still fairly good size Helms Deep castle to actually refight the entire Battle of Helms Deep with the drawbridge and the wall exploded in the center and all that kind of stuff. Unfortunately, I didn't really take any video when I was doing it, and I know slideshows are kind of boring, and but it is what it is. So if that's something you think you might be interested in, just keep watching. I'm going to throw some pictures up and just kind of do some commentary with each picture to let you know what's going on in each one. So here we go. Okay, so first up is just a general layout of where I wanted everything. The game is played on a hex grid, for those of you who don't know. So I just printed out a hex grid, laminated it, and so then I could draw everything on it. And everything is actually to scale. Each individual hex is going to be the actual size of the hex in real life, basically. And this just helped me kind of determine where I wanted all the different features, how to keep in mind for measurements and stuff. As you can see down in the corner, I've got a few little measurements to keep that in mind. And this is out in the garage. I had just made just the basic structures. You can see I've got the outer wall, the interior section, as well as the stairs going up, and there's a little Gandalf up there for scale, just to kind of give me an idea of approximately how big it was going to be. Like I said, it's not to scale, but it's still fairly good size. And then here I've got a lot of the brickwork sort of laid into it, which will then eventually be painted and weathered and all that kind of stuff. And you can see I've got even more of the hex grid pattern down on the floor there as well, and behind some of the walls. Here it's coming along a little bit more. I've got some of the outside battlements and stuff. There's little sections built up so that the sections behind the wall will be a little bit higher for people to stand on, like for the archers and stuff. And then off to the side, you can see the tower is basically where it's going to be, and there's a lot of work still to go, but it's definitely coming along. So here we have everything pretty much set out about as big as it's going to be. The wall stretches out, the tower goes up. There's an extra section on the tower that you'll see later, but for the most part, this is about where everything is going to be, and I've got more of the brickwork texture laid into all of that as well. So here is basically the castle in its final form. Everything was basically pink insulation board with foam board put over it, which all the brickwork and stuff was then sort of carved into that with a soldering iron. The door is made of wood and plastic, and it's actually got hinges in there so it can open and close with a little section on the back where you can put another little strip of balsa wood to actually keep the door locked, sort of like they would. And you might be able to tell there's a little, the wall section over here is actually put in with magnets, so it can actually be pulled out, and all the rock stuff is paper mache foam and paper and all that kind of stuff. So here it is fully painted, and as you can tell, I've got some of the ladders and stuff put up there that there's actual little separate platforms that the figures can go up. Here's a shot of the inside, real quick, just some of the details, some of the banners and the little barrels and crates and stuff, just to give it a little bit more of a lived-in kind of feel. And then here it is all set up for the actual battle itself. There's the Rohan and the elves are in Helm's Deep itself, with all the orcs and stuff out on the field with their ladders and the battering ram and all that kind of stuff. So here's a shot of the wall after it's actually been blown out. We were playing this at a Games Day event kind of thing. But the magnets are actually in there. You probably can't see them. They're really small, but the wall actually can actually be separated and put back in and held in place and everything. But that's pretty much it. I just wanted to share that, guys, with you. It was about, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 months of work, and it turned out really, really well. Everybody was really impressed with it, and the scenario and stuff was a lot of fun. Anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. If this is kind of stuff that you like, like, subscribe, leave me a comment, something like that. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good one.